Egypt. And he was Hebrew. But at the same time, Joseph was still in business. Because you're now vice president of Egypt. So you got certain power. Not as great as Pharaoh's. Because he's a president. But at the same time, you got certain power, but not as greater as God's power. Which is why I say keep God first. Joseph kept God first. Despite his trials and tribulations, he kept God first. Even in his business, he kept God first. And that's what you need to do too, ladies and gents. You need to keep God first in everything else that you do. You can't just be walking on this earth and say to yourself, oh, I got it. I'm going to do this my own self. Nah. You always got to consult God first. Because God will let you know if whatever you try to do is right or not. And of course, for us as being humans, we see the money factor of what it is we try to do, and we try to go after that. Every time I do these podcasts, trust me, I'm speaking to myself as well, too. I'm not just speaking to you guys. I'm speaking to myself as well. I do these podcasts. At the same time, too, certain things we go after, especially for the money part, especially for the money part of our family. We have to remember that God does always have something greater. We just fail to see it because we so focus on what it is that we try to get done. God will let us continue to run to a wall until we stop and really listen. I'm preaching to myself as well. At the same time, you never lose hope on what it is that you do want. Just make sure that God is in front of it, that He's first above everything else. So, ladies and gents, I'm about to end this session right now by saying thank you guys for tuning in to another weekly podcast with yours truly. It's been week 21, sessions 99 through 103 from October 17th to the 21st of 2016 at the Business Minded Leaders, aka the Wolf's Den podcast. I will catch you guys next week. So truly, most definitely, have a great, wonderful weekend. For those of you that allergies be acting up, we'll say if y'all don't have your job or y'all ain't doing anything, pop some Benadryl. You'll feel much better in the morning. If you take it in the morning, you'll feel much better later on that night. Regardless of the fact, though, ladies and gents, just have a great evening. So with that, excuse me, and it's time for me to go. So with that, peace, sayonara, one love. Chinchilla Q is out. Deuces.